I wonder if you took like a leaf and rubbed it on your clit, what would do?
Oh my God. You want to find out?
Kinda,
I'll find some.
A little bit.
Oh my God, Jordy, what's wrong with you?
A little bit want,
you know how bad?
We don't have time for that.
But do you know how bad you're not going to like this? How much you're not going to like this? I mean, do you realize?
I don't know.
Okay.
Worse than the fig?
Well, it's your body, your choice. I can't stop you.
We're not in Texas.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs, and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm gonna talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm gonna lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm Chip Travolta. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're gonna get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna watch the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me!
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl with the mind of a diamond, very hard to penetrate, and you can see right through it. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. This is Kinky Katie's World number 407. I'm your host, Kinky Katie. And with me, as always, is my absolutely very favorite flesh carrying fuck toy, Mr. SC.
Right.
What's going on?
Sure.
How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I will tell you that much. My slow transformation and just turned to madness. But right now, we are coming to you live from Rule 34 Studios, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and RadioChaos.net. Woohoo! So yeah, I'm having like a mini meltdown.
What's that?
What's that? Well, okay. I am slowly and surely transforming more and more into Mega Karen.
you wanting to be bitchy. Yeah, I mean, you feel it in your bones. You want to complain. You want to see a manager.
I do. Because I get so fucking pissed off now. It's like, why does it take so long to even get a response from someone for some fucking help? I don't seriously.
Well,
I mean,
and to not sound dramatic, basically, help meaning like at the apartment we live in, like there was a pipe that burst above above us, so it like flooded us out, and like getting answers from the people here is like near impossible. Katie's had a rough week.
Yeah, and I've been trying to eat like first of all, like the AC 29 work orders in a year from my fucking AC. And then, so I've been going like crazy with the emails, and they won't get back. He's like, oh, so, okay, what day is good for you for us to come and replace it? I'm like, Thursday. Do they come Thursday? No. I'm like, are you guys coming Friday? No answer. And then they're like, oh, we're thinking maybe possibly the 26th. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, so are you coming tomorrow or are you coming the 26th? Because you said possibly, and no one will fucking answer me. SC makes like one phone call, and they're like, oh, yes, sir. We'll just get you whatever you want.
To be fair, I'm slightly but stiffish about it. I mean, it's just different. It's different.
Yeah,
I'm a dick. You don't have a dick.
I'm a bitchy white lady.
Right, and I'm just an angry white dude that may show up with some kind of weaponry, or at least they think. I wouldn't. However,
I'd be more likely than you.
Yeah. However, if you were them and you didn't know me, and you've some of the conversations that I've had with people that we've lived here, like things get a little tense, and you see exactly they expect me to murder somebody, and so they if I call them or go and talk to them, they yes sir, what do you need sir, what's going on sir?
I know, and then they completely tell him something totally different than they tell me. They'll sit there and fucking lie right to my face when I know it's absolute pure bullshit, and then 5 minutes later, oh no sir, you're absolutely right. This is how we did it. Da, 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 da. And they all of a sudden have all these answers that they didn't have before.
Well, you know what you could do to make things a lot better? If you just simply grew a dick, you wouldn't have these problems. Just saying.
No
It's your fault you don't have a dick. Lack of testosterone, no cock. You know, but people tune out. That's what happens. I don't know what to tell you.
had to submit another one and be like, my wall's like buckling.
It's all figured out. It's all figured out. I had to spend time talking to people because they don't respond to Karen.
No, they don't respond to Karen. And this happened like right after all of my hissy fit, or as someone else would call it, my tantrums.
You're getting deep in the weeds here on the complain. My head hurts.
Sorry.
My head really hurts. But yeah, it's what happens with life. That people are just a lot different to dudes sometimes, and I don't do it. It doesn't matter. And I've literally said this to the people in our apartment thing while you were there. I mean, I said, I bitched at him. He changed what he told you, and he said, no, we'll come out and fix it. And I said, motherfucker, you treat the lady completely different. Like, she comes in, you tell her she's crazy. I come in, you go, we'll be right there.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at me like, what? I was like, yeah, dude, that's bullshit. You completely like treat us completely differently. I come in and I say, no, get your ass over there and fix it. And you say, okay, yeah. My wife, however, just don't use it. It'll be okay.
All right. So
everybody has these struggles with apartments, though. It happens.
So I'm calming down though. I mean, SC does help me calm down quite a bit. It really does.
Well,
so does weed. That helps too.
Right. Lots of, I just drug you. You don't know.
When I'm not looking or bent over, turn around, get,
I put stuff in your drinks. Sure.
Sure you do.
You've been doing a lot of lithium. You just don't know.
Well, give me more then, because apparently I need it.
Okay.
You need to up the dosage.
Well, whatever I could get you to grow a little wiener, and then, people would listen to you automatically. It would happen.
Probably right.
Right.
All right. So we have a new segment that I did not tell you about yet because I wasn't sure if it was going to be a new segment like a regular thing. So, but I think we're going to start doing the dirty whore of the week.
Dirty whore of the week. Okay.
Now, when I say dirty whore of the week, I do mean this in a nice way. Right. I mean this in a complimentary way.
You're a self-identified dirty whore.
Correct.
People like you.
That's right.
Right.
But they have that dirty whore quality and look. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Like they know it and they are definitely practicing what they preach.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know what? Let's just fuck it. Let's just go to that. Let's go to our dirty whore of the week.
Okay.
And,
dirty in the best way. This is the dirty girl of the week.
Her name is Crystal Cherie.
Right.
Or Cherry with an IE instead of Y.
Right.
And MV alt star of 2022.
Okay.
I don't know. Sweet alt girl next door. Sure she is. She looks it. Like she has, you can get her on Twitter at CrystalCherrie7. So that's, and she's blonde, and the first thing you see at her pinned tweet is her getting railed by something or someone. And she does have a tongue ring and big jiggly boobies. She's got tattoos.
That seemed like a lot of typing for me to look up. I'm not doing it. It's too much typing.
I don't know.
That was like a Crystal 8225 _
Crystal Cherry 7.
Oh God.
Anyway, well, she doesn't have many more followers than me.
Okay.
But I'd be a little afraid to stick my dick in her mouth.
Why?
You'll see when she's got fangs, but not just like a set. She's got like a double set of fangs.
Really? They don't scare me. I'm not scared. Some girls know how to keep their teeth off of that stuff.
Yeah, well, I guess
some girls do.
Yeah, some girls do. I'm not one of them, I suppose.
I don't know why you say that all the time.
Because I like
weird.
Whatever.
I like to undersell it.
So her link will be up on the show notes, so you can go ahead and click on it and go check her out. And like I said, we're doing it in a nice way. Like I'm helping to promote you. I'm not going like, fuck you, slut. No, I'm not. I'm saying you're very proud of your work, and it shows. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're so defensive.
No, I don't know. Well, because I'm just
You do the same things as I do, and I personally identify as a dirty whore.
Yeah.
So.
That's right.
Okay.
I want to get a DW shirt.
Right.
Dirty whore.
Oh, they already know. You don't have to tell them. They know.
I was like, well, I mean, and I get mixed emotions about that. Like the shirt I was wearing in the last episode, it says "Mega Fuck Slut."
Right.
And I had some people, some women, they're like, "Oh my God, I want that shirt." And then other people going, "Wow, that's like, why would you do that?
Why are you doing that to yourself?"
And yeah, it's like, you should think more highly of yourself. You're so down on yourself. It's like, no, really.
What do you mean down on myself? What are you talking about?
I like that shirt a lot. I have no problem with it. I like it because I don't usually, well, when I first got it, I did not look like the person that you would think would, have fuck on my shirt, let alone
fuck on your face, maybe, but not really on your shirt.
You got some fuck on your face.
A little bit of, hang on, a little bit of fuck right there. Just, well, hang on, we need a towel. Right.
I like that. I like a little bit of fuck on your face. It's right there. A little on your hair too.
Right.
Might want to take care of that there. Chuckles.
I think your outfit is mostly made of fuck. Really. I mean, it's a whole outfit of fuck.
It's a fuck fit.
Now you've gone too far.
I know.
Went way too far.
I usually do that. I take it there. So and then speaking of a series of unfortunate events, our fan Brian had an unfortunate accident.
Okay.
He
go on.
He was telling me about it. He sent me the message like, I don't know if you'll get a kick out of this or not. I felt so bad. He's like, I got poison ivy on my dick.
No.
Like, how did you do that?
Touched it on his hand and then took a piss. You didn't, because your hands aren't as sensitive because it's rougher skin, and then you don't realize you have poison ivy juice on your hands. You touch your dick, poison ivy dick.
Well, this was actually
the same thing works out for herpes too. Just so you need to know. I touched a doorknob somewhere.
Then I touched my dork.
This was back before any pandemic situation. You know what I mean? So nobody was washing hands back then.
Everything was a gas station toilet seat.
It really was.
Where'd you get it?
We live in Florida. Everything. It's a big toilet seat down here.
Prom night dumpster baby.
Where'd you get it? I don't know. Look where I live. Come on.
I don't know. It could have been anywhere.
Anyway.
Just anyway.
What were we talking about? What happened to
about our friend Brian.
Okay.
Who got it was a certain type of like poison ivy. He said what it was, but it could last for a couple of months.
Apocalypse.
Maybe?
I heard if you let somebody pee on it, it'll be better. So you should probably get peed on.
Piss on my dick.
Probably somebody should just whiz on you. Not, you can't be your own whiz because you're like recycling the poison back onto the infection. So you really need other persons.
Fresh.
You need fresh piss.
IV free.
You're going to have to start. You need to find immediately yellow hankies. As many yellow hankies as you can get. You want to put them in your back left pocket.
Right, not the right.
Not the right, because that's giving. You don't want to give people your poison ivy dick.
You want to get it.
Right. You want to receive. So I'm pretty sure receiving is back left and yellow is
play.
I believe so.
So.
Don't ask me how I know this. But I know.
Well, I mean, even if you didn't know, it would kind of be. That's what I would think.
Is that what you would think? The left hand's always the receiving hand, and the right hand is the giving hand.
Is it?
There's a thing for that.
Like a handshake?
No, not a handshake. I think mostly it's because, I don't know. I really don't know. There's a giving and a receiving hand. There's like different, probably religious things.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey?
No, it's a whole thing. I'm telling you, if you looked it up, or I could actually look it up. Yeah. Anyway, you're going to need to vamp.
Yeah. So
I will look it up. Never mind. I have to keep my eyes on the road. Somebody else isn't keeping their eyes on the road.
Hey. I've had a rough week.
So anyway,
I'm a little looped.
We got poison dick. What's going on there?
So he said he works basically like outside, does like lawns and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, he's not in Florida. He's in a different state. And yeah, he washed his hands, even everything, and he got it on his dick.
Not hard. Well, even after you wash your hands, if you're rubbing all up on
the oils are still
like
there
on your clothes.
Yeah.
Even then, all you got to do is maybe touch your pants for a second or whatever, and then you touch your zipper to unzip. Boom.
Poor guy. I feel so bad. He's like, yeah, it really hurts.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
It's just you have to adopt a pure peeing in your pants situation when you're working like that. You're just gonna have to piss yourself all the time.
You know that someone was
wearing
saying,
the yellow hanky though will help because people will naturally just be peeing on you anyway, so they won't notice that you're
Okay, sure, all lesioned up.
Not lesioned up. That the fact that you're not taking your dick outside anymore. You're not doing it until you get home and you can decontaminate. No, I'm just letting it roll.
I can't go au natural today anymore.
No, I just gotta piss my pants. Just has to happen.
Diapers.
You could do that, I guess.
Then you might even develop like a diaper fetish. You might know that you might have had, but not even known.
I mean, at least, and look on the bright side. Really, you didn't poo, so you didn't like touch any fingers to butthole.
Ooh, imagine if you had a itchy ass.
That's what I'm saying. Gooch. The whole
area
down there.
Oh, goodness gracious.
If you're really handling them nuts.
I wonder if you took like a leaf and rubbed it on your clit, what would do?
Oh my God. You want to find out?
Kinda,
I'll find some.
A little bit.
Oh my God. Jordy, what's wrong with you?
A little bit. What?
You know how bad?
We don't have time for that.
But do you know how bad you're not going to like this? How much you're not going to like this? I mean, do you realize?
I don't know.
Okay.
Worse than the fig?
Well, it's your body, your choice. I can't stop you.
We're not in Texas.
Okay. I can't stop you. If you want to do that, I'm going to have to, not stand in your way.
I mean, if we did it, we'd have to film it because
no,
it'd have to do like, well, yeah, because I mean, I think the reaction people would want to know, like, what the fuck happened.
No, people already know. I mean, you don't get it through your head. We know what the outcome of this already is.
This is Kinky Katie. Welcome to Jackass.
Yeah, no, it's worse. You're gonna have.
Well, I've never had poison ivy anywhere, so I don't know.
Well, yeah,
like how bad.
I don't know about poison ivy, but I've had itchy shit that comes from like a field somewhere that could have been anything. Well, stuff like some kind of sap of different plants is what I'm saying. Like a sap gets on you, and it fucking you don't want to smear it. You want to get it off of you because you rub it, and it's like fire, just fire.
That's terrible.
Really?
That's not fun at all.
That's what I'm telling you. Why don't you start with like some icy hot?
No, I've had icy hot inside my puss.
Okay,
but I'm just on the clit.
Just on the clit, a little bit of icy hot. Start there, and if you can not, you got to do baby steps in this. What are you thinking? You're gonna get hurt. You're
I'm going
not gonna
straight
like it.
for branding.
Sure. Maybe.
Take a torch to it. Come on.
Well, the good news is you might actually grow the dick you've always wanted.
How
it might
that?
because like it may swell up the size of a goddamn grapefruit. Well, who knows? Who knows what you're like one of the
body
more
is possible?
Well,
because how is
that's a super sensitive area down there.
Yeah, but how is that little thing gonna fucking swell up to the size of a grapefruit? Think about that.
I have you seen some pictures of people who have extreme allergic reactions? Now imagine imagine something that all people are so allergic to it burns the shit out of them, like almost universally.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
You could have a mini dick.
I don't know if I want that.
That's like the gift of the Magi. You finally get the dick you always wanted, but it hurts so bad you can't fuck anything with it.
And you and then you ultimately lose feeling.
Right.
No.
You had a dick, and then the 1 month you were allowed to have a magical dick, you would have been able.
It's pointless.
You would have been able to get the AC fixed and the whole flooding situation straightened out. It wouldn't have taken my supreme dick power.
No.
You would have been able to do it. You just flop that thing right on the table. Hey, fix it. It would have worked.
I got the confidence and a micro peen. Fuck you.
Right. I will fuck your urethra with this little dick.
Has the genitals of a male and the bitchiness of a Karen.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, no shit. It's not going to get me anywhere.
You're like every RuPaul contestant at that point. Right?
No, sashay away.
You were just watching a doc on Divine.
I was.
Right. And her whole public persona was a bitchy lady.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, fuck you, I'm gorgeous.
Right. So funny.
It's great.
Yeah. But in real life, like one-on-one, not like that at all.
Like very sweet, soft-spoken.
That's what everybody said anyway.
Like, hey.
Yeah, I'd like to smoke weed.
So.
But you'd have never guessed it.
Yeah, no, I mean, no. Anyway. It's kind of funny that John Waters looks like a friend of ours.
Tony Hinchcliffe?
No, I said.
I mean, he does. He looks like Tony Hinchcliffe.
But like an actual friend. Cade.
Oh, really? Cade's looking John Watersy.
Well, the thin mustache and the long hair.
Well, you see pictures of him. I haven't seen a picture of him in a while.
No, he got banned from Facebook.
Wow, I'm not shocked.
Not just suspended, but banned.
Still not shocked. I can imagine just him describing something that he was into would be just the description alone.
Well, for those of you that don't know and are not familiar with our friends Cade and Kitty, they have a consensually non-consent BDSM 24-hour power exchange relationship.
Right.
And sometimes things get intense, to put it mildly.
Right.
So that's one thing I wanted to touch on is I'm not first of all, I want to start off by saying I am not saying that this is bad in any way. I'm just saying I don't understand it.
Okay.
So
it's a whole bag of olives.
Right.
Okay.
Right. You're into it. I'm not. I would love to understand what it is. Like, how did you get into this? Because we talked about the guys jerking off with a vampire glove and shredding his wang. But this is the couple that I talk about quite a bit. And she just sent her slave husband off to another dom for a week or a weekend or something. And there was pictures of his ass all stitched up. I mean, it was
like stitched together.
No. Meaning repaired, stitched up, and with
it was a repair job.
I mean, but there was patches, just medical gauze on both. And the wife, couldn't have been more delighted. She was so thrilled. She's like, ooh, and he's going to have to sit on that long plane ride all the way back home. She's like, I can't wait to smack him when I see him. I'm just like, oh my gosh, you sadistic woman.
Yes,
like,
no, actually, literally sadistic. Yes. I mean, that's always the thing is to some people, and I get where people would like have a problem with it, but an adult's allowed to do the things they want to do. And if that's literally, we have talked to males, females that were into both ends,
right.
Giving, receiving, and they all want this. This is what they want to do.
Right.
And if you're a consenting adult and you want to get stitched up, then fucking go get stitched up.
See, yeah, but I'm just saying I would love to just find like I've read articles and this, and we have talked to other people, but these two people specifically
go really far.
I really would love to talk to, just because I'm fascinated. Like,
right.
It's not a bad thing. I want to know, like, why does this make you so happy? Like, just to see him hurt so bad.
Well, because from what I would say is that her slave did so well, meaning like almost a proudness, maybe I would say partially. And also just the fact that somebody will let you do that, like that somebody would allow you, and not only allow you, but want you to do some of these things to them. It's it's power. It's a power exchange thing. And when you feel like somebody's life is literally in the palm of your hand, you know, that does something for some people.
No, and I completely, I mean, I get it. It's just, I don't have that feeling. So that's why I'm very curious about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Because, and then, like when people who are heavy into BDSM and stuff like that, when you get older, and when I say older, I mean like in your 60s and 70s.
We were talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think about that.
Well, and we've personally known dozens of people who were older that were into it, and I never thought, why would I even ask them? To me, it just seemed like they did the same things that we all did.
Right. So I don't know. I don't understand.
Well, there definitely is. You start getting older, you can't do certain things because you stand that most of the people, and I say most of the people that we know that live that lifestyle, like, you know, believe in things are supposed to be like a sane thing and safe and consensual.
Right.
So, and that's like a big thing you hear a lot of them say.
Oh, yeah.
But sanity is like a subjective thing.
That's true. That's very true.
Because some of it goes pretty deep.
Well, because there used to be at the adult store that I worked at in Orlando. They had in the video room. Yes, so you could actually rent movies. There was the wall of shame, where they have anyone who tried to shoplift, they would take a Polaroid picture of you, and write down what you did, like what you stole, or, you know, like what happened, and they would put it in a plaque, and you would have it all over the store.
You stole all three sizes of 𝓚𝓏𝓼. You got them extra large, large, and double extra large. Him, right here, him. That guy right there.
Well, there was one dude, he looked to be about in his 70s or 80s, and he got in trouble. He got popped for stealing nipple clamps.
Too embarrassed to buy him, maybe? Or
yeah, he put them on under his shirt.
Or just didn't want to pay for them.
I don't know.
Okay.
But in his Polaroid, I mean, he looked like a fucking like basset hound that just got caught getting into the garbage. Like, he looks like so sad, like, uh-oh. It's like, man, bro, I don't know.
Just buy you some nipple clamps, son.
Yeah.
But you can see people being just embarrassed to like go in and buy that 10-inch black foreskin dildo. You know what I mean?
Of course. But I mean, that's why you can order shit online now.
Yeah.
And even the cool part is if you are too embarrassed to buy nipple clamps, you can go get those wooden like laundry clips.
Yeah. Clothespins.
Clothespins. That's what.
Those wooden laundry things, man, that I seen in books. I saw it.
Things just disappear.
Clothespins.
You know, yeah, but the ones that you can
clothespins.
Right. Well, no, there's some clothespins that don't open and shut.
I'm talking about a good old American spring-loaded clothespin.
There you go. Spring.
Wood, made in America.
Made out of wood.
Right. Wood.
Well, those will clamp your nipples quite well.
They're too okay. Yeah. I mean, but some of those clamps are quite clampy.
Oh,
clamp.
Oh, especially the people who take the little rubber part off of the gator clamps.
Right.
So it's just metal teeth just gripping into your skin. I'm like, whoa.
Well, and you would be surprised, but people out there would be surprised to know that, like, people who work in sex shops, do you think there's something that they've never talked to somebody about?
Oh, right.
That they're like, it really is just no big deal at all. There are 1,000 freaks that come through the shop.
That's why we work there, is because
you have no problem talking to somebody right to their face about clipping their dick to a doorknob.
Right.
Yeah, you want to do that? I think I got the thing for you right over here. Hang on, right here.
There's this dude I know. I could show you a picture who stuck an apple in his foreskin.
That thing was pretty wild. That was a wild
It wasn't
photo.
a crab apple either.
In my mind, I imagined the apple just walked by and the dick was hungry and just did it like a fly trap. like an actual fucking viper, you know? Bam!
I don't know.
And that's as far as he got it stuck in the throat.
So yeah, but talking about, like, you should feel comfortable to go to an adult store, and if an employee has a problem with talking to you or answering your questions or makes you feel uncomfortable, they shouldn't be working there, and just go to a different one.
Well, you say that, and however, there are people who are mortified to even type something anonymously onto a Reddit board.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, literally, anonymously, nobody there, terrified. Like, I get it. You're ashamed of liking whatever it is that you like, but I don't know. If that's what you want to do and it's not hurting anybody, there's no problem, and there's lots of people who feel that way.
Right. So, yeah.
Don't sweat it.
It's like, I need the extra large nozzle for my shower head so I can douche my ass.
Right.
All right. It's like, you want metal or plastic? We got this kind and this kind.
You might want the metal ones. They last a little longer. They're easy to sanitize.
Easier to clean. And so,
Glass is always a good choice.
No.
Well, glass is a good choice for toys. Well,
for sanitation, yes, right? Like the Pyrex stuff,
right?
Because you can stick those son of a bitches in the goddamn dishwasher.
They clean right off.
All right.
You could boil them, kind of.
No, you can boil them.
Yeah, but I don't know how hot you could get them without fucking up their temper.
You can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Pyrex.
Says the girl who broke one on the ground, demonstrating it to the actual manufacturer.
Oh my god.
Right, that's great.
Like, of all the fucking days,
smashed one on the floor.
How many times have I fucking done this?
Thrown that dildo on the floor 1,000 times. Katie, show him your little pitch. You do all the time.
Show me your thing. Okay.
Pink. Oh fuck.
Oh.
Sorry.
Maybe we shouldn't have made some shoddy shit. No.
However, those people threw them dildos too. They threw them dildos too.
They did. That's why I started doing them, because that's how I was shown. They're like, say, flink, and they threw it in the air and just landed on the floor. I'm like, oh no. But
they don't usually break.
No, they don't usually break. But the thing is, I mean, if I will say, in my defense, just the handle snapped off from the actual dildo. It was one of those like
twisties with the fucking hand guard.
But it had a handle on it, so you could be like, en garde, poussez, just cramming in there. And
you got the beginner's end and the other end.
Right. And the advanced. If you want to call it that. Let's go to my favorite segment.
Standing
by.
It might not be the porn you would pick. It is the porn Katie would. It's time once again for
Katie's porn pick of the week.
So my porn pick of the week kind of goes along with how my mood has been for the past week.
Right.
So I have
feeling dickless. I've been wanting of a dick.
Rather fucking bitchy and mean and just very, you don't fucking answer me. I really want to hurt you right now. I want to scream at someone. So like stress sex or stress masturbation, that's been getting me, that's been the pick quite a few times.
Really?
Also, I mean, it's like, I don't know if I want to fuck, but thinking about it.
Or do you want to party?
Or just thinking about it. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that.
Anyway.
So, but like thinking about having sex gets me horny. But like when it gets down to it, I'm like, no, I don't want to. You can talk about it and that gets me hot, but no. I mean, I don't understand what that's about. A little bit of snuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A little bit of snuff.
You're worried about that dude's getting some stitches in his butt.
So I guess,
my God,
like snuff mixed with tad bit of necrophilia kind of thing, but it has to look more real.
Wow.
Not one of those like living dead girl kind of things. It's like, no, I want to see you get like cut up a bit and then.
Well, okay.
And then
that's
assaulted.
My style, really. Bloody. Yeah.
See what I have coming to you. Gay Asian.
Okay, gay. That seems like a different category for you.
No, I know.
Okay,
it is different because usually I don't really like Twinkie guys, and Asians usually tend to be kind of Twinkie. But then again, also
you like your yaoi.
I do.
Yeah, you like the whole yaoi action.
I do.
The gay homoeroticism and Japanese fucking comic book form.
That's right.
And anime sometimes.
Yeah. So I don't know. But then again, and the last thing that has been kind of, for some reason, twitching with me has been, and still again, we're back to twinks that is not my norm at all, but that look like Jude Law.
Got to get that Jude Law Chovy.
No, not even the Chovy.
Jude Law Chovy.
It's Ryan Gosling Chovy.
Right, the Jude Law is better. I like the Jude Law Chovy way better.
It's so confusing. Just want my toppings. What if I'm a bi topper?
Right.
So anyway, that's my porn pick for the week.
Katie's porn pick of the week.
I want another tattoo.
What?
I really do. Like, whenever I get stressed out, I used to go give blood, but then I became old enough to get tattooed, and I'm like, yes, let's go get tattooed. Or let's get something pierced. And there's nothing really that I want to have pierced. So, well, at the moment, I mean, I've had anything that I wanted to have pierced at one point, not all at the same time, but
piercing's not as fun, as getting tattooed.
It's not.
No?
I don't know. It's like a ow, and then it's over with. Like a tattoo is, oh my God, it really fucking hurts. I think it's the adrenaline rush and kind of just gets you going, because afterwards I always feel so spent. Like I'm done. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I feel better.
Right.
I don't know what that is though. I don't.
Well, then you just like getting tattoos. I mean, you like having a tattoo.
I do. They hurt like hell. They really fucking hurt. But yeah, I don't know. I guess. Someone said that the word golf stands for gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Huh. Okay. I've never heard that one before. That sounds like some weird shit somebody made up.
I'd never heard that before.
Does it have to be an acronym?
I
don't know either.
Golf. There's this guy on Facebook. I swear to God, he is so obsessed with his wife. I mean, fine, you can be obsessed with someone, but it's a little ridiculous. I mean, it's to the point where either he cheated, or he makes it sound like he comes across like either he cheated or he did something that he really fucked up. Like he fucked up bad.
Right.
Because it's every 5 minutes. It's something. My wife is so sexy. My God, I love her so much. You all are jealous because you don't have this. Every time she walks away, I love the shape of her ass and da 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 da. I mean,
I have a golf update. Beep, 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 beep. It comes from the Greek koplos, which is bay or Gulf of the Sea. So no, complete fiction.
And then you spell it's GOLF.
Oh, GOLF.
Yeah, the game golf.
Oh.
Gentlemen only, ladies forgiven, forbidden. Blah. Yeah, like 4.
Right. I thought you were saying a completely different word.
Well, same word, different spelling.
Golf.
Yeah, all.
Golf.
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 Oh, a common misconception is the word golf is an acronym for gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Okay.
This is a 20th century joke and definitely not true. It is now generally accepted that golf is derived from an old word meaning club, though this in turn may have had older roots dating back to ancient times.
Huh,
there you go.
Well, there you go.
It's made up.
All right. Well, then on that note, let's go to an episode of Rule 34. And when we've come back, we've got some more stories and we got some other cool things that I'd like to talk about. So enjoy. We'll be right back. Go pee-pee. Welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studios, KinkyKatieRadio.com and RadioCast.net. Yay! Well, me and Issy hanging out with you tonight. You can get me on Twitter at KinkyKatieRadio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, KinkyKatieRadio@gmail.com. You can Google me, because I like it. Do not bother with FetLife. I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times. You're not going to hear from me. Hey! But you can still look at some pictures of my crotchal area and other such shite.
Right. As you would.
As you would. You can also get me on YouTube. The tubes of you. Like, subscribe, because we love you. Anyway.
Right. I
like this song.
Yeah. I like to move it.
It reminds me of It's a lemur.
Right. No, it's actually a remix of Dylan Francis had an original song that he did for the actual movie. And this is a remix of his remix. So this is Valentino Khan remixing Dylan Francis remixing something for the actual Madagascar movie.
Huh. Well, that's a little fun fact for y'all out there in listening land.
Right.
Just going back to our fan Brian real quick. I had posted a picture from Facebook. I had shared a memory from 6 years ago.
Right.
And you and I were out running errands.
Okay.
Look at this picture. You're actually smiling.
Was I?
You were.
Weird.
It is.
Strange.
Well, you have like no facial hair.
No, I don't.
Well, Brian, he commented, "I can't unsee babyface SC now. Take it back."
Most of my life, it's been that way. It's really only the last few years that I've just refused to shave it. And I'm not even naturally hairy. I don't really I don't grow hair that way. I just don't. I'm just, baby seal like,
You're a polar bear.
And now that once I realized that the beard was actually gray, I was, oh my God, I have to grow it. It's so ridiculous now.
Because I remember we tried to dye it white once.
No, we did it. We did it purple.
Well, no. I'm talking about back in the day.
Oh, we did. We bleached it.
Right.
And you burned it off my face.
Did not mean to. And you're like, you did it on purpose, you bitch. Like, yeah, you were not happy.
Well, you hated it. That's why.
I did.
You were always bad talking it, and it hurt you. And it didn't like you either.
It's like plants. You have to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be nice to your facial hair. Or else.
You were. You should have been nicer to my facial hair back then.
Well, it was.
Now look what you have to deal with.
It was just a young,
because
immature punk.
You were rough on it growing up. Now look what happened. Look what you did. Look what you did. Oh. You did this.
I don't know. Maybe it needs to be dyed again.
Okay.
Why don't we try something?
No. Well, no. I've seen your beard dyeing actions.
It's all right.
It's not pleasant.
There was this woman. She got in trouble. Florida, of course. At her wedding, the caterer served everything was edibles. Like all the food at her wedding had weed in it, had THC in it.
Right, as you would.
But she didn't tell him. She didn't tell anybody.
That's a horrible idea.
That all the food was laced.
She dosed everybody. Didn't tell everybody. They dosed
everybody.
Oh my God. Imagine how high somebody got. At least one or two people got that kind of edible high where you sit there and go, if I could take myself to the hospital, I would. If I thought that they wouldn't just laugh me out of the emergency room, I would go.
Well, this happened in Longwood near Orlando,
right,
Florida. And they said that there's about 30 or 40 people that attended the event.
Okay.
And
25 of them had to go to the hospital.
Well, they said several people who said they felt stoned were taken to the hospital for treatment. And they said that the arrest report says that, there was weed in their system.
No.
So, I mean, I would assume that there was no kids at this wedding because that's...
Nobody said anything in the article anyway.
No.
You have no proof that any children were harmed.
Right,
Some pets might have been. We don't know. They release butterflies sometimes now.
They said some of the food that tested positive, that they tested included chocolate-covered strawberries, pudding shot desserts, lasagna, and a few other things.
Right.
I mean, you can taste it in food. I don't understand how you couldn't. I mean, I guess if you've never.
Sometimes, but if you're not putting a lot of it in, people are getting better with that now.
Are they?
This is what they tell me. I'm always leery of the edible because there's been too many times I've had way too much. Too many times. Like I've been scarred.
It was just a smoothie.
Okay.
We were testing things out. What? I didn't mean to do it.
No, I know. Sure, you didn't mean to do it. That's okay.
7 times the amount,
or that normally makes you white knuckle, like that. You take the normal amount that would make one of us, and people have different tolerances for that stuff too. So I don't know what the milligrams were, but the normal dose that we were doing of the already been vaped shit. What was like would make you white knuckle anyway, where you're like, oh my God, is this too much already? You took that and it was 8 times that amount. Like I went in the bedroom and just laid there and stared at the ceiling for like 8 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
You poor thing.
It was terrifying. The next day I was so high, like in the middle of the day, I was just normal high. 24 hours later, like just regular high.
Even like that whole night and even the next morning before you went to work, you like would not talk to me and you would barely make eye contact with me.
I couldn't. There was no way possible.
I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
No,
why are you?
I am still hanging on. I am just gripping it like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. It won't kill you. You're just high. It'll be okay eventually. Whoa. You just need some time.
Well, I remember I had a bit too much one night too on some peanut butter toast, and you were laughing at me because I had I don't know if I was on mushrooms too. I think I was on mushrooms too.
Okay.
Because I had my blanket. I was laying on my couch and I had my blanket wrapped around my head because it just made me feel safer that way. And I just had the front of my face sticking out, and I'm curled up on the couch. I'm like, oh no. I was like, this is not good.
Right.
I don't know. They have this has been recommended by a friend of ours who goes to a lot of fetish events, and she gets paddled quite a bit because she's got a great ass.
Great ass.
Yeah.
Right. She does.
She really does.
Yeah.
Well, it was just her birthday, and she got quite the spanking done on her little bootay. There's a step that's called Aerin Care. It's ARNICARE. It's gel.
Okay.
And what it's for, it's for pain relief.
For ass beatings.
It's for muscle pain and stiffness, swelling from injuries and bruising. Well, when you get your ass smacked quite hard for many hours by many people, there's going to be some people who are stronger than others, but she said that this stuff is fucking great. It's non-greasy. It absorbs like quickly. It's unscented. Yeah.
Right.
So
Arnie Care.
Arnie Care.
Okay. It's easy to say. It rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, it's right. Well, I'll post a picture of it so you guys can see what it looks like, and you can find it if you can find it wherever. You can probably find it on Amazon for all I fucking know. I don't know. You ready for your favorite segment?
Yeah, after you get done taking my drink
Well,
there.
yeah, that's why
I totally waited for it.
I did not.
Stand by.
Standing by.
Boobs in and on the news. It's time once again for
Tits Man.
Okay, so this week's Tits Man, it was because I recently heard her name being said and I was unfamiliar with who she was, so I looked her up. And I was like, hey, yeah. Her name is Paige VanZant.
Yeah, a UFC fighter.
Yes.
Right.
She's also, yes. Mm-hmm.
Super hot.
She does MMA as well.
Right.
So she's very pretty. And even, well, when she's not all busted up in her face.
When she's not all fucked up.
Right.
Right.
But she is putting on her Instagram, she's been putting pictures out with her and another girl. They're very scantily clad. She's been putting out booby pictures. You can go find them, like topless photos. There's even been alleged that people have seen back burger pictures.
Right.
So I would suggest you go check her out because
oh yeah, she's got a bunch of some of them she's just fucked up. Wow.
So, but she's got a fucking like banging ass body, and she's pretty.
Right.
And
she's doing a good job.
And she could totally kick my ass.
Well, yeah, completely. Probably mine.
Should kick all of our asses.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
You could always a thunderbolt, like lightning bolt, might happen. Spontaneous human combustion, something like that.
Anyway, but yeah, so you should check her out. It's Paige VanZant, and she's a blonde.
Man. Nice rack too.
Hate to say it, but we did get a correspondent going on with Brian. He says absolutely do not apply said plant to said area. SC and I are in agreement. I don't know if your future man clit would survive. People use nettles though.
Right. Or let somebody else pee on you, one way or the other. Tomato.
I just do it for the pee.
I'm just saying. You got poison ivy on your dick again? Jesus, man.
Shut up.
Gonna have to pee on me again, bro.
Again.
I just need you to pee on me again. It's like the third time this week, man.
Another question that, excuse me, I'm phlegmy. Another question that I was asked was, where's the craziest place you've had sex? Now, we've been asked this before, but I just, I I didn't really give it any thought until the church popped into my head. We had sex in a church right after a christening, and like the whole family on both sides are like 90% law enforcement.
Yeah.
I mean, DEA, ATF, sheriff, whatever, the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. I have to say that.
Yeah. That was at the little pulpit there.
Yeah.
Up there at the little lectern. But to be fair, though, everybody was cleared out. There was only one way in. Your back is to a wall. I was just standing behind you, and you really couldn't see us from the waist down. And as long as we weren't looking aggressive, I mean, there's probably some cameras there. Probably. Nobody said anything, no. Nobody walked in. Doors were locked.
I had a skirt on.
Yeah.
So
there was a very low chance of getting caught, really.
Say that now.
Everybody, they were heavy drinkers. What are you going to do?
They were.
They were all just having a good old time.
Oh, wow.
What are you going to do?
Christening.
Make me horny. What do you want?
Christenings make me horny.
You guys had an open bar beforehand and afterhand.
That is very true. They were all Irish.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of drinking going on.
There was.
Before and after. I remember I got yelled at a party once because I was asked to make a pitcher of margaritas, and I put too much
margarita.
No, I got yelled at because I put too much tequila in it. It wasn't even by her mother. Her mother is a party girl. She's like, fuck yeah, woo, let's go. But then it was like someone else like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you could make it tasty. We could just get more of it, Well,
and I was like 16.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It was like the party house anyway.
It's 2-to-1, right? 2 parts tequila to 1 part margarita. Not the way it goes.
They were the same people that used to house the people for Fleet Week,
right?
The sailors.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It was always a good.
I figure they would be better. They would be more accepting of a stiff margarita.
Well, it wasn't scotch or whiskey, so
not their style.
That's right.
Too much citrus.
It's not brown. We like it brown with some ice or just brown. I remember getting shit-faced and smoking a cigar with her dad, and then we all went to another bar. He watched me get in my car with like everybody else in law enforcement and drive away.
It's a different time. What are you going to do?
It was a different time.
And I'm going to remind you again, we live in Florida.
That's
this
true.
is just how it goes here.
It's Florida in the 90s.
Really? I mean, which is saying something.
Well, we're still alive.
Yeah, barely. Right. Yes.
Barely.
Sure. I had several close calls.
Oh my God. Okay, what did it say? Oh, this girl, she was saying that her and her boyfriend had just finished having sex and they didn't use a rubber because she has like one of those the birth control implants in her arm.
Okay, like the little block they put on there, the little self-administrating. What do you mean? Neuroplant. What's it do to them?
It's like what they are. They look like fertilizer sticks, and they shove it underneath your skin.
And it just like slow releases birth control. Okay.
And they last for usually I think like 5 years. Like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Some people say that if you if you're really thin, you can feel them or even like see them. Well,
that's hot.
You got to look for that like little square and be like, she fucks.
Right.
Or like, how many bars she got on her.
I mean, either that or she was tagged down at the Humane Society. We're not sure which.
Could have been.
We want to make sure you don't get lost.
Well, even then, they usually chip you when you get there.
You got lost.
You lost again.
You got lost 3 times last month there.
No.
Buffy?
No. Well, anyway, so she got cream pied and she went to the bathroom and she had an unexpected violent sneeze. She said his cum came shooting out and landed in a puddle on the bath mat. I'm like,
okay, wait. What does that have to do with the pellet birth control? That's like an unnecessary detail.
Yeah, I guess she just threw it in. I guess she just threw it in to let people know that, hey, it's okay that he fucking shot his load in me or something. I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
I wonder how much. Like, do you think they paid more than $20 to have somebody write that article? The makers of the said pellet. I mean, I think that's a $25 article all day long. You know what I mean?
Maybe
$15 article. I hope. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because that sounds like just a weird way to tell you about their
it is product, or
you were just advertised to. And you know what's even worse?
But it didn't say what brand it was.
You know what's even worse?
What?
You just done advertised it to everybody else that you're listening to. You have fucking spread this shit. You're part of the big pharma.
Well,
yeah. Big pharma's got you in their back pocket, don't they?
Yeah, I guess so. You got me.
No kidding.
You got me.
Wow. Shocking.
That's why I'm not worried about anything, because I got under control.
They gave you all the opiates you wanted.
I got a guy for whatever I need.
I get free refills now, bitch.
That's right. I don't care. Give me some penicillin and
it's like Tijuana in this bitch. It's like tell you what, open that back room. Got a whole pharmacia.
There's this woman. She was about to hook up with this guy, who was supposed to be the best in bed, like at going down on girls.
Okay, well, everybody says that.
I know.
Everybody's the hero of their own story.
Right.
It's just the way it goes.
Well, here's the thing. She was all excited, and she was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great!" Like she's getting ready to, because he hadn't done it. He hadn't got it, but
he oversold it.
Oh, he so oversold it. She said, "Yeah." Instead, he grabbed her labia and started opening and closing it while saying, "Release the Kraken."
Well, did the Kraken release?
Highly doubtful.
Maybe he thought she was a QAnon person. That might have done it for her.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're big on that.
Are they?
Kraken releasing, I don't know. I've heard a lot of them say that. I have no idea what they're talking about. It's like, isn't that a mythical animal? So you're saying a mythical animal will be released on us. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's like, yeah.
Right. Why don't you ever talk about politics? Because there's Krakens involved. And I draw the line at like, fairy tales are real kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. Let's just give like a short answer real quick to our friend that sent us an email. I don't know.
The different email that you got. The different email.
Pudgy, we'll call him.
Okay.
Well, because it says his name and in quotes Pudgy.
Okay.
And so that we'll just say Pudgy.
Right.
So that's, well, anyway, we got an email from the contact form from the website, which you can go to kinkykattyradio.com. There is a contact form if you don't know, kinkykattyradio@gmail.com.
Well, some people don't want to send emails from their email. Like they're more comfortable submitting it to a web form.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, well, it's a quite lengthy, it's a quite long email, but
I like how you pivoted away from the lengthly. You were like, I'm not sure if it's lengthy or lengthy. I don't know which one it is, so I'm just going to walk by that word this time. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about a lot about political stuff, which I don't talk about on the show. I don't get at really anything serious. I try not to. I'm just kind of offensive and, whatever.
Neither one of us like anything to do with any of the politics at all. Like, I don't like any of it. I reject it all across the board. You name it, I reject it.
But we both read it, and then we were both talking about responding to it. But I will just give you this in case you're listening real quick, that we agree with a lot of what you have to say. So, but it just, once it got to the end, it got weird. It's like you kind of did this whole political long ass thing, and then it moved right into, hey, this is my friend on OnlyFans where she fucks strangers. Do you fuck strangers? Can I find out if you fuck strangers? I mean, it started to go.
I think that was just a long way to asking you if you fuck fans. Either way, I can say I can appreciate the intro if you're going to put that much effort into an intro, right? Like
right.
Your opening salvo isn't just a dick pic. Hey, you got to respect the game anyway.
I was like, wow. I mean, it threw me off. It really did, because I was not expecting it, and this also came in the middle of my Hell Week, so I'm just like, what the fuck? Because I've also had a couple of people email me that they have no idea what the show's about, because this one woman, she's like,
Well, you were saying that last week that somebody, like an advertiser or whatever.
Well, no, this is another one. I've gotten like 3 since then.
Really?
But like the last one I got was yesterday, and they were saying, I want to come on your show. I want to write an article for your website about...
About what?
And I'm like...
Do you know what we do? Do you know what I do?
Exactly. She's talking about like mental wellness and about women in business.
Okay. Well, like, I mean, that sounds great and all, but,
But that's not what I fucking do here. Well, I don't talk about women's business or your, no.
What you have to remember, all of you out there, is that, it's kind of like Marie Kondo. Like, if it doesn't bring joy to my life, I'm not doing it. I mean, so being serious about a lot of subjects when it comes to things doesn't bring me any joy. It doesn't bring you any joy. It's joyless.
It's absolutely joyless.
So really, we kind of stay away from stuff because it's joyless. It's no fun for me, and I would rather
talk about horrors.
Well, and not only that, but if I don't like stuff, I'm just not doing it. I reject it. I reject all of it. Like, go fuck yourself. I'll stay over here on my side. You stay on your side.
Because no one wants to sit here and listen to me go blah 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 blah, like bitch and complain about stuff that I either know nothing about or just do not care about. So. I mean, it might be doing the right thing. It might not be doing the right thing. But guess what? I don't care. I do not care what's going on.
You're just counting the days until you get thrown off of all social media. That's all.
Whatever. It's going to happen.
It happens everywhere we go, but that's okay.
It is.
We're getting better.
I've even had other people say, you need to make a backup account and start backing up your shit and start sending us friend requests and stuff because you're going to go. I'm like, probably.
Yeah. Well, you could make it. You could make a little Smurf account. It'd be this. Well, that's here again. If like an organization doesn't want me involved in their stuff, fuck you. I'm not doing it. Fine. I don't want to be in your club. Yeah. Well, I never wanted to be here anyway. Stupid, dumb, stupid club. Don't have anything to do with your product.
Now, there's a fetish out there that it was found in an article by The Advocate. It was 22 terrifying sexual fantasies that we must talk about. Well, some of them we've talked at length about.
Just so lengthy.
But we have talked quite a bit about.
Right.
And there was a couple on here though that I figured maybe we haven't talked about. There's a fetish of ripping off your dick. We have talked about that.
Ooh. But yeah, I mean, I think I knew a guy that would whatever
filleted it and stuff until it was completely gone. But this is the it's called.
I mean, that's a one-shot deal. So you can't do that every weekend.
It's ripping off cock and balls, just whoa, like pulling it off like it's velcroed onto a doll. You know, like where did they touch you, kind of thing.
A remove a cockdectomy by rope. Oof. Or whatever, tugging.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like some pretty serious.
I mean, we know lots of people who hang weights and shit off of stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a.
I wonder if that's like baby steps up until you eventually yank it off.
Well, there's a thing called a parachute where it looks like a leather little cone, like you would have for a dog when they go to the vet or something. But this is a cone for your dick, well, for your balls.
Okay.
And you put it around, and there's chains that come off around the bigger circular part, so it looks like a parachute, but it's around your balls.
Okay.
And
it's like going up, like your balls are in a funnel.
Yes, your balls are in a funnel.
And it has a chain hanging down from the funnel.
It has 3 to 4 chains because from chains...
Dick balls.
They hang weights.
Right.
Yeah. Because you're talking about people. Well, I was just telling you what some people
Well, I was thinking like a chain for each, one chain for one nut, another chain for another nut, and one for the schlong. Well, schlong chain.
Ooh. And then hook them all together, maybe like with one ring to rule them all. And then tie it to the back of a car and
oh my God. Wow.
Have it just yanked off.
Well, I can tell you by the look on the one person's face who I've seen that happen to, he didn't look too he looked like really he wish he hadn't have done it. I think if I were to guess at the time, he had the big eyes of, oh my God, I just did that. And we were all confirming, yeah, bro, you did that. I think we need to get you somewhere, man. Yep, I think I do. Okay.
That's what people were saying. We just heard the other day how people who survive jumping off of things, like to commit suicide,
change their mind halfway down, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
it's like everybody's fear too.
This one bridge that a lot of people try to commit suicide. There's been a handful that have lived, and they said no. It takes a long time, a lot longer than you think, to fucking hit the ground or
you got a lot of thinking to do on your way down.
Right? They say usually like halfway down, you're like, oh no, like this is not what I wanted to do.
I changed my mind the second I heard the wheels started squealing on that car pulling away attached to my ball sack. No.
Well, it's like a little bit.
And oddly enough, it didn't even slow the car down even a little bit. It didn't even realize my nuts were attached to it.
There's
not
no
at all.
resistance whatsoever.
Zero.
None.
Like it was just wind.
That's right. Now they got themselves an authentic pair of chuck nuts. Authentic.
It's a one-shot deal.
Yeah, one-shot deal.
It's a dead-end fetish.
Ooh, boy.
It really is.
Well, unless you do it, get them on ice real quick, then you get them reattached, and then you keep doing it over and over and over again.
No, it's kind of like your first heroin experience, right? It's never going to be as good, no matter how many times you attach neuterons and your reattached dick. It's not going to be the same anymore. It's always best the first time. It's a one-shot thing.
Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't even feel the same either, because I know like when you get some pierced, like your nipples or your ears, the first one always hurts a lot worse than the second one, or is it the other way around?
What?
I don't remember anymore.
I don't know either.
Fuck. Shit. Anyway, either way, whatever. We're gonna go. We're gonna go now.
Good idea.
To go. Now it's time to say goodbye
to all the family. I don't know the rest of the words, and it's definitely copyrighted by MICKEYMOUSE. You have to change it up, that way it's your song. You know what I mean?
KAT. Titties on Tuesday.
Right. Sometimes
IES.
on Saturday.
Anyway, S is for slut. No. All right, guys. Yeah. Do you have anything for me, SC?
What?
All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, night, shift, whatever it is you're doing, car trip, whatever. I don't know. Cleaning the house. Who knows? Masturbating. Shopping. Having a sleep study. Cancer treatment. We love you. Kiss on your pan parts, everybody. Love you. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. My sanity is leaving me.
I like tacos and burritos.